Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
We have new information tonight. A former Moorhead hockey player is accused of sneaking into a 14-year-old girl's bedroom and having sex with her. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Court documents say 18-year-old Jacob Dittmer got into the girl's bedroom sometime after midnight on June 4th. The girl told police she started texting and sharing Snapchats with Dittmer about 2 days earlier. The girl's parents told investigators they found muddy footprints in a window well and other evidence in the garbage. Dittmer is charged with criminal sexual conduct with a minor. If convicted, he faces up to 15 years in prison. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, Valley News Team's Bradford Eric talks about what's in store for the former Spud hockey player. Also new tonight, the Beltrami County Sheriff's Office has released the name of the former Mi Rancho employee who was killed over the weekend in Bemidji. Otoniel Carranza was killed on Saturday after forcing his way into the restaurant and starting an argument. Authorities have identified the suspect but are not releasing their name. Charges have not been filed at this time. The investigation is ongoing. The price of eggs has doubled this month, hitting an all-time high. It started as a supply and demand problem. Then the worst case of bird flu ever hit, and now it's causing egg prices to skyrocket. A local expert tells us most of the Midwest is getting the worst of it. Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson shows us when you'll see some relief.
Unfortunately, there are very few substitutes for eggs, and so it's hard for people to give them up.
Trying to buy more milk, Penny Sandvik says is her plan of attack after she stopped buying eggs last month.
Prices are expensive, and eggs are one of those. I just can't afford it.
In Fargo, it could cost you around $4 for a dozen eggs, depending on where you shop.
We're feeling the impact even more here. Stores locally are having a difficult time finding eggs.
A sign posted next to the cartons at Family Fare apologizes for the cost, saying they don't control how much suppliers charge.
We saw it coming, but it was fairly sudden.
Tim Petrie, livestock economist, says prices are up to make people in our area eat less eggs.
Actually, the impact is worse in our area because Iowa is the #1 egg producer in the U.S. and Minnesota is number 8. And so we get our eggs locally here from Minnesota and Iowa.
We made some calls to grocery stores in other states to compare. In Florida, around $4 a dozen. In Chicago, about $3. And in Massachusetts, about $2.50. Oddly enough, you can pick up a dozen in Mankato, Minnesota for about $2.
We're more hard hit here than, say, the East Coast because there's still normal production.
Ballpark, when do you think we'll start seeing some relief?
It won't be very much this year because of the supply and then the demand at the end of the year. So into next year.
And for customers like Sandvik, the price tag at the grocery store could get worse before it gets better.
After the prices go, past $3, I just don't feel like I need to buy them.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Petrie says the bird flu is not affecting chickens. In fact, he expects prices to drop this year. It's a beautiful day to be outside. Let's find out if it'll stay this way tonight. Here's meteorologist Robert Hahn with first weather. Robert?
Yeah, we've seen a mix of clouds and sunshine, some mild temperatures out there, a mix of some 60s and some 70s. We got into the low 70s here in Fargo, but we've dropped back just a touch now into the middle 60s, 66 degrees right now, 70 in Wahpeton, 74 warm degrees down in Sisseton, a touch cooler off towards the north, some low 60s along the Canadian border. We have seen some clouds out there, and those continue to drift off towards the south and the southeast. Underneath those clouds, not much, if anything, falling out of those clouds. It might see a very light sprinkle, but for the most part, we will be dry tonight. That will be a different story tomorrow, but for now, get out there and enjoy it. It's a pretty nice evening, 66 by the 7 o'clock hour, by 7 or 8 o'clock into the mid-60s, and by 9, right around 61 degrees. As mentioned, we do have some rain making its way on into the area as we head through the day tomorrow. Who has the best chance and how much can you expect? We'll answer those questions coming up in just a few minutes.
And it may not be the only day.
It may not be the only day.
There we go. Thanks, Robert. An engineering building at NDSU is open again after a fire forced an evacuation this morning. When firefighters arrived, they reported a burning smell and smoke, saying it was thick, but they could still see into the room. Hazmat response was called, but once fire crews investigated further, they figured out there was no chemical spill. Instead, an oven-like piece of equipment used for sterilizing and drying had malfunctioned. Fire crews say it happened in a room on the first floor of the building. No one was hurt. A bit of controversy is surrounding a very popular tourist attraction. The problem centers around Babe the Blue Ox and Paul Bunyan statues in Bemidji. Take a look. Here's a live shot of the two. As you can see, there's some work being done in the area. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us what's happening.
If folks stop at the Bemidji Tourist Center, it's almost a sure bet they'll take their picture by Paul and Babe.
There are pictures taken every day that you'll hardly come by and not find somebody in front of Paul and Babe waiting to have their picture taken.
Over the years, we're talking millions?
We're talking millions, thousands. It's hard to say.
At issue is this new landscaping project. Some say this mound of dirt and boulders piled here blocks the photographic view of Bemidji's most famous tourist attraction. The landscaping and repaving of this parking lot around the statues and tourist center has been put on hold until the city council decides how to proceed tonight.
Not sure how the council wants to proceed. You know, any changes to the park at this point have a lot of cost and will have a lot of time, and it's really important for our business community to get this park open.
Other issues have also been brought up, but all of them are blocking access to the city's focal point during the peak tourist season until contractors are given the okay to finish the project.
There's other issues that were raised a couple weeks ago about planters and some sculpture placements.
Meanwhile, with no access, tourists who may have stopped for a photo and learned what's to see and do around Bemidji drive by. From Bemidji, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
The Bemidji City Council is scheduled to meet tonight to discuss whether to finish the project as is or make changes. And we'll let you know what they decide tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10. Some major road work is underway on I-29 and it may affect your commute. A 12-mile stretch of the interstate is in need of repairs, so it's being fixed. Bad sections of concrete are being cut out and replaced. The work area stretches to the Davenport exit on the south end and north to just past Main Avenue. Lanes are being narrowed and travel speeds reduced. When crews start working in the metro area, the speed limit will be 40 miles an hour. The work is expected to wrap up this fall. A family is reaching out on social media, hoping it will help them find a thief and get their lawnmower back. They say they woke up planning to mow the lawn, but their mower was gone, so they went online. Here's a video they posted on Facebook of their lawnmower before it was stolen. It's a red Craftsman riding lawnmower. The Fargo Police Department has been contacted, and the mower's VIN has also been given to area pawn shops. If you have any information, you're asked to contact police. After 54 years, a well-known Moorhead music store is closing its doors. Margarets Music is going out of business. Owner Steve Mowery says Margarets is being closed due to unforeseen circumstances. Mowery's grandmother opened Margarets Music in 1961. The last day of business is June 30th. As one store closes, a new chapter begins for Lutheran Social Services of North Dakota. Today, it opened its new statewide headquarters and program center in Fargo. The new building includes both staff offices and a conference center, which will be available for the public to use. The Scandinavian-inspired design and color was chosen to represent North Dakota's heritage.
You know, I'm a big believer in thinking that the space that surrounds you sort of helps set the tone for your day and really reinforces the work you do. And so we took this opportunity, which doesn't come along very often, to make sure that the space where we do our work is representative of who we are. The project cost nearly $7 million, which was funded by private contributions. This weekend, you may have been slapping and swatting away those annoying summer bugs. Cass County Vector Control says if going outside, use a repellent that has DEET in it to keep mosquitoes away. Also, any standing water in your yard could be a place for the pests to lay eggs, so any buckets or other items should be dumped. The crew has an aerial spray scheduled tonight at 8 o'clock, weather permitting.
Unfortunately, there are limits to what is possible. So at this stage, we have to change the dynamic get up with the airplane and make those corrections, and homeowners certainly can aid us by making sure that their property is not desirable for mosquitoes to go in and rest.
Prather adds, if you're applying your own repellent outside, read all directions first so no applications are wasted.